In this fifth inning, and with Ohtani pitching, star-studded attendance tonight.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are out at the ballgame. On Tuesday, October 28th, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were among the star-studded crowd at Game 4 of the World Series in Los Angeles to watch the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Toronto Blue Jays.
The World Series has always been a stage for heroes, where skill, teamwork, and legacy take the spotlight. But this year, something felt different. The plays were still sharp, the energy still electric, yet it wasn't the game everyone was talking about. It was everything around it. Boos echoing through the stands, cameras flashing on famous faces, royal guests stealing headlines from baseball legends. Every inning brought a new wave of drama, from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's front row controversy, to Justin and Hailey Bieber's awkward moment on camera, to a national anthem that divided millions online. What should have been about fastballs and home runs turned into a storm of fame, backlash, and viral moments. By the final game, one truth was clear. This wasn't just baseball anymore. It was a spectacle, where Hollywood met the diamond and chaos won. The World Series has always stood for more than just a championship. It's where legends are born, where cities unite, and where the world stops to watch two teams fight for glory. But over time, baseball's biggest stage has changed. The games are still fierce, but now they share the spotlight with something much louder. Fame. Every year, more cameras point toward the stands than the field. Celebrities fill the VIP rows, and their reactions often trend faster than the players' highlights. This year, that spotlight grew brighter than ever. The series wasn't just a sporting event. It became a full-blown Hollywood production. From Los Angeles to Toronto, the crowd looked more like a red carpet than a fan zone. The press covered designer outfits and star arrivals just as much as home runs and strikeouts. And once the first pitch was thrown, the headlines didn't stop. There were boos aimed at superstars, royal guests sparking outrage, and online debates that split fans in half. What was meant to be a celebration of athletic excellence turned into a mirror of modern fame, where influence, image, and viral moments often outshine the game itself. This World Series wasn't just about who would take the trophy home. It was about what happens when sports, celebrity, and social media collide, and no one can tell which one truly matters most. Long before the final pitch, the crowd at the 2025 World Series already whispered a different story. It wasn't just about baseball anymore. It was the celebrities. On one side of the diamond, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle arrived at the stadium in Los Angeles, sitting front and center, closer to the field than many legends of the game. Nearby, Drake made his appearance, wearing team colors but drawing plenty of conversation about his allegiances. Then there were the Biebers, Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, spotted at Game 3, showing support for the home team crowd and wearing Blue Jays gear. A-list actors made their way in too. Brad Pitt, Chris Pine, Sydney Sweeney, and Jeff Goldblum were all seen in high-profile seats, flashes from cameras following every move. In short, the stands weren't just full of fans, they were full of stars. And every time the camera cut to the crowd, it felt less like a classic baseball game and more like a red carpet event. The turning point came early, and it wasn't from a home run or a bad call. It came from the crowd. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appeared on the jumbotron during Game 1, the reaction was instant, cheers mixed with boos, and within seconds, the moment went viral. The royal couple sat in prime front row seats, placed even ahead of baseball legends like Magic Johnson and Sandy Koufax. Fans online called it Hollywood privilege on full display. Some demanded to know who arranged the seating. Others simply rolled their eyes, saying the World Series had turned into a royal showcase. But that was just the start. When the cameras later found Justin and Hailey Bieber in the stands, the stadium erupted again. Only this time, louder. The boos echoed across the field. Hailey looked stunned. Justin smiled awkwardly, trying to shake it off, but everyone could see the tension. Within minutes, the clips hit social media. Memes flooded X and TikTok with captions like, "When fame can't save you from baseball fans." From that moment on, the attention drifted away from the game. Every inning became an event. Every celebrity sighting, a headline. Drake was spotted in a neutral Dodgers jacket, which only made things worse. Toronto fans accused him of abandoning his roots, while LA fans mocked him for playing both sides. His outfit alone started a debate about loyalty, fame, and who celebrities really stand for. Meanwhile, the real players, the ones who trained their whole lives for this, faded into the background. The focus had shifted. The World Series wasn't about the teams anymore. It was about the spectacle. By the end of that night, one thing was clear. This wasn't just baseball. It was a social media circus. And the crowd wasn't cheering for the game. They were cheering for the drama. By Game 4, the World Series no longer felt like a sports event. It felt like a celebrity show. Every inning brought another viral moment, another flash of chaos that kept the internet talking.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
The national anthem was one of the biggest sparks. When Tinashe walked onto the field to sing, the crowd expected a traditional performance. Instead, she added her own soulful twist. Powerful, modern, and emotional. Some fans loved it, others didn't. Within minutes, clips spread online. Supporters called it bold and original, while critics said she'd made it all about herself. Soon, #Tinashe was trending, with celebrities like Lizzo and Essie jumping in to defend her. What should have been a unifying moment became another public argument. Then came Drake. The Toronto native arrived in Los Angeles wearing a plain gray Dodgers jacket, a neutral look that pleased no one. Canadian fans accused him of betraying his team. LA fans called him a bandwagoner. Social media had a field day, joking that Drake supports whoever's winning tonight. And while the celebrities stirred up drama in the stands, something wild unfolded on the field. Game 3 stretched into a record-breaking 18 innings. Almost 7 hours of non-stop play. It was one of the longest games in modern history. Fans joked that it lasted longer than some marriages. Even stars like LeBron James and Kim Kardashian were caught on camera yawning by the 15th inning.
Leading off, the Dodgers want to finish it right here.
Swing, a high fly ball, Varsho back, near the wall. Gone! Freddie Freeman!
When Freddie Freeman finally hit the game-winning home run, the crowd roared, but not for long. Online, people were talking less about the victory and more about how tired everyone looked. The series had turned into something bigger than baseball. Every headline was about who got booed, who got praised, and who sat where. It wasn't just the championship of the year anymore. It was the biggest crossover of fame, fandom, and frustration that baseball had ever seen. When the last cheers faded, it became clear, and this World Series wasn't just about baseball anymore. It had become a mirror, showing something much bigger, how fame now shapes almost everything we watch. Baseball has always been about heart and hard work. It's the sport of patience, skill, and quiet confidence. But this year, the focus shifted. The crowd wasn't reacting to the game. They were reacting to the people in the seats. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle got the best view in the house, it wasn't just about two guests at a game. It became a symbol of how celebrity status can still outweigh legacy and achievement. When Justin and Hailey Bieber were booed, it wasn't only about them, it was about the tension between fame and public judgment. And when Drake wore that neutral jacket, fans didn't see fashion. They saw indecision, loyalty questioned, and a man trapped between two worlds. Even Tinashe's anthem, filled with passion and creativity, became a cultural argument about respect, individuality, and how far artists should go to stand out. Each of these moments said something about us, about what we value and what we choose to amplify. The real drama wasn't happening on the field, it was unfolding in the crowd and on screens around the world. Commentators joked that the real World Series was between fame and baseball, but maybe it wasn't a joke at all. This series showed how modern culture rewards visibility more than victory. It proved that a single viral moment can overshadow years of hard work, and it reminded everyone, even the players, that in today's world, the game doesn't end when the final pitch is thrown. It keeps playing online, through reactions, retweets, and endless debate. And in that new arena, it's not always the best team that wins. It's whoever captures the spotlight first. When the lights finally dimmed and the crowd went home, one truth remained. This World Series was about far more than baseball. It became a symbol of the world we live in now, where fame often shouts louder than talent and where every moment can be turned into content. The players gave everything they had, but the cameras often pointed somewhere else. We saw cheers and boos, pride and frustration, all blending together into one giant show. What should have been about skill and teamwork became a story of image and influence. moments. But maybe that's what made this series unforgettable. It captured more than just a championship. It captured a shift in culture. It showed how the line between sports and entertainment has almost disappeared, and how even the purest games can get pulled into the spotlight of celebrity. For the athletes, the lesson was simple but painful. The game no longer belongs only to them. And for the rest of us, it was a reminder that in today's world, the roar of the crowd isn't always for the players on the field. Sometimes it's for the chaos itself.